Welcome into the Rutland Gym for tonight's Dakota Valley Conference matchup between the Colman-Egan Hawks and the Old Hammer-Mona Rutland Raiders. Captains are meeting at midcourt. We're about 10 minutes away from lineups and the national anthem, and we will tip it off. Should be shortly after 7:30. Old Hammer-Mona Rutland enters this game with a 5-0 record. Colman-Egan still looking for that elusive first win. We'll be back in about 9 minutes with the starting lineups and your tip-off. Again, we're about 5 minutes away from tip-off. Your starting lineups tonight are presented by Dakota Brothers Popcorn. Adam, Christy, and Aaron, and Danny Layton own Dakota Brothers Popcorn. They are proudly donating their popcorn to be served in the Rutland and Oldham Ramona concession stands. Be sure to stop by and grab a bag of Dakota Brothers Popcorn and look for them at your local grocery stores. Go Raiders. We're very lucky to have supporters like the Layton family of ORR Athletics. Our starting lineups tonight for the Colman-Egan Hawks: number 4, Sawyer Ewing; number 12, Ben Zwart; number 14, Austin Gullickson; number 20, Levi Bomberger; and number 44, Antonio Manzano. For the Oldham Ramona Rutland Raiders, number 3, Will Matson; number 12, Will Olson; number 13, Shane Devaney; number 34, Isaac Trigstead; and number 42, Caleb Jatan. I started doing this last year when I wasn't coaching. I used to coach.
I could help you, but I'd probably be a lot like the dodgeball scene. Remember when they're commenting? Yeah, you just got. It would be awful.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's game between the Colman-Egan Hawks and your Oldham Ramona Rutland Raiders. We are pleased to welcome you this evening to the Rutland High School. Good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of interscholastic high school athletic programs. Our athletes recognize that judgment calls are made in good faith and they must abide by the decision of the officials. Spectators can support their high school interscholastic program by refraining from derogatory or intemperate remarks and cheers. We hope you enjoy the game and support your athletes in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. If you would now stand, the Oldham Ramona Rutland Pep Band will perform our national anthem. Tonight's starting lineups. First for the Colman-Egan Hawks. Number 4, Sawyer Ewing. Number 12, Ben Zwart. Number 14, Austin Gullickson. Number 20, Levi Bomberger. And number 44, Antonio Manzano. Our junior Raiders this evening, Tracer Fiji, Cooper Bolt, Graydon Layton, Tayden Regus, Coulter Garrels, and Cash Garrels. And now the starting lineup for the Raiders. Number 3, Will Matson. Number 12, Will Olson. Number 13, Shane Devaney. Number 34, Isaac Trigstad. And number 42, Caleb Jatan. The Raiders are coached by Tim Yeager and Chase Holstein. The Hawks by Nick Thero and Jerry Carr. Your officials are Adam Kellenberger, Chuck, and Mike Popama. Tonight's game ball sponsor is Dakota Brothers Popcorn. Adam and Christy Layton and Danny and Aaron Layton own Dakota Brothers Popcorn. They are proudly serving popcorn in the Rutland and Old Hammer concession stands. Be sure to grab a bag of Dakota Brothers Popcorn. Colman-Egan takes the opening tip. And we got Zwart with the ball, swings it over to Manzano. Manzano drives inside. That ball is taken away by Trigstad. Trigstad outlets up to Matson. Matson pushes the ball up, and he swings it back to Isaac Trigstad. Inside to Devaney. No shot, but a foul is called. And that foul is going to be on number 20. That's Levi Bomberger, his first. Matson inside to Trigstad. Got a little fancy there with that pass, and that ball went out of bounds. The possession will go back to Colman-Egan. Ball goes out of bounds. Gullickson was trying to drive, and he got in there, and the ball went out of bounds off of Caleb Jatan. So Old Hammer Rutland will, or Colman-Egan will retain possession. That shot is up. It's long. Matson with the board. He pushes it ahead, drives in the paint, finds Jatan. Jatan puts up the jumper off the mark. We're going to get Devaney here on a foul. So Shane's going to get his first personal foul. Shane in the starting lineup tonight for Orion Albertson. I'm sure Albertson will be in this game soon. He's been battling an illness all week. Would not have played had the Raiders traveled to Marion for their game with Freeman Academy. But nonetheless, good to see Albertson back in uniform. Gullickson drives, kicks it to Manzano. Manzano for 3 off the mark. Rebound fought for by Bomberger and Matson. And we got a held ball. Possession arrow favors ORR. Devaney has it, swings it back, top of the key, Trigstad over to Matson. Matson pump fakes. Olson and Jatan run into each other, but Olson comes away with the ball. Trigstad has it on the wing, thought about a three-pointer, but threw it now inside to Devaney. He was trying to get Devaney to cut to the basket. I think a little miscommunication there. I got Coach Brokehammer sitting next to me. He's helped me keep track of points. Coach Brokehammer, a 2012 Coleman grad, 2013. He says, out of bounds. Helping me keep a few stats here for you on this Friday evening, but it's 0-0 still here 2 minutes into the first quarter, no points from either team, a foul from each team. Matson cannot get a bucket there, and now Trigstad's going to get called. He takes down Ben Zwart from behind. And here comes that ORR full court pressure. Ben Zwart finds Gullickson up and in. 2 points for Colman-Egan. So Austin Gullickson knocks down a layup there, and Colman-Egan has a lead. Trigstad has it, puts up the three. That's in. And ORR back in the press. Gullickson up ahead to Zwart. Zwart gets inside, goes up on Jatan, and that bucket's in. Ben Zwart with 2 points for the Hawks. Matson pulls it back out. 5:21 to go here in the first quarter. Olsen has it on the wing, swings to Matson. Matson drives inside. Ball stripped away by Bomberger, but we're going to get a personal foul there on Levi. That's going to be his second foul, I believe. So we'll see if Coach Thoreau goes to his bench. It looks like he's going to. Jack Zwart heading over to the scores table. Hopefully Bomberger doesn't pick up a third in that time. Going to get an offensive foul call there on Caleb Jatan. Caleb did a lot of blocking like that for us this fall in football. You can't do that here, Caleb. Good call there by the official. Manzano has it. Devaney pressuring him. Three-pointer on the way. Oh, it sat on the rim for a minute for Ben Zwart, but no good. Olsen has it coming back down. He swings the ball to Devaney. Devaney gets it to Matson. Matson step back three-pointer. It's in. Will Matson's got three, and ORR has a 6-4 lead now. And now Will Matson with the steal and the layup. That basket is good. Old Hammer Mona Rutland now leads 8-4. Manzano for two. Eight to 6 here, halfway through the first period. Old Hammer Mona Rutland leading the Colman-Egan Hawks 8-6. Trigstad, a deep one, no good. Zwart gets the rebound. Shane Devaney pressures. Zwart goes up, no good. But we're going to get a foul there. That foul is going to be called on Shane Devaney. That's his second. Ben Zwart's first free throw, no good. We talked earlier, Colman-Egan enters this game looking for their first win of the season. They're 0-4. Old Hammer Mona Rutland, the exact opposite. They're 5-0, undefeated on the season. One of four undefeated teams remaining in Class B. Orion Alberson is into the game, and he's going to get fouled there by Austin Gullickson. The foul is called on the ground, so no shooting opportunity there for Orion. Isaac Trigstad will trigger the baseline out of bounds. Matson has it. Thought about a shot, drives inside, finger roll, and it's in. Will Matson got the hot start for the Raiders. He's got 7 points tonight. And there Manzano has it. Antonio crosses the timeline to Gullickson. Gullickson inside, back to Manzano. A nice pump fake. Can't hit the three. Rebound to Alberson, up to Olsen. Olsen thought about a pass there, nothing going. He's being guarded tightly by number 4, Ewing. I think Gullickson's going to get whistled again. 2 fouls on Austin. 2 fouls on Austin. Matson for three. That's in. Will Matson. Will Matson has put Colman-Egan in a position to call a 30-second timeout. He's got 10 points on the night already here in the first quarter. We're only about halfway through. I was able to catch up with both coaches the last couple days. And Coach Yeager said that after starting 5-0 and some sicknesses, he's proud of the way his team has played, but they haven't played their best basketball yet. Coach Yeager said that over Christmas break, they worked on their press. They haven't been running it the way he'd like, and they want to make sure they focus on executing it. Manzano drives inside, throws the ball to Zwart. No good, but we're going to get a foul. No, they're going to call it out of bounds. So it's going to be called. So I think the call there was that they called the ball out of bounds off of Matson. See how our camera guy did. I don't know about that one, but nonetheless, Manzano with the rebound. He's inside, goes up, and it goes. Antonio Manzano's got 4 points for the Hawks, and we're back to a 5-point game. 13-8. And now Kenneth Lindholm enters the game, and he puts his stamp on this one. 15-8, ORR with the lead. Jack Zwart had the press broken on the pass from Bomberger. That was Logan Volker, number 2. But a foul was called there on number 12, Will Olson. He's got 1. ORR's got 5, as does Colman-Egan. Zwart up ahead. That shot's no good. That's Volker. Matson's going to push. He's going to throw length of the court to Trigstead. Trigstead saves it. The ball goes out of bounds. Back to Colman-Egan. Manzano finds Zwart. Zwart drives inside. Up and under, no good. Rebound to Albertson. Albertson up ahead to Matson. Matson's layup is good. Will Matson picks right up where he left off before that timeout. 12 points for the 6'2" senior guard. Manzano now has it. He finds Volker, and Volker's pass is deflected out of bounds. We got just under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. ORR leads 17-8. Zwart shot no good. Manzano hits it out of bounds. Ball is going to go back to the Raiders. So, had a couple questions on YouTube why our score wasn't being presented correctly. Hopefully that error has been fixed. Our scoreboard operator was actually playing in the pep band. Kyle's sitting next to me laughing, but he knows that these small schools, you do it all. That's the beauty of it. Volker inbounds to Zwart. Zwart skips it ahead to Ewing. Ewing is bodied by Caden Hoyer. Both teams are using a number of players off the bench in this game. That shot's no good. Just can't buy a bucket, Colman-Egan. Having a little trouble getting the shots to go, but nonetheless, 17-8. ORR looking for some help with Matson inbounding the ball. Olson's going to walk it across the center line. He's going to find Albertson. Albertson gets a screen from Hoyer. Step back 3. That's no good. Zwart with the rebound. Kind of fought for it with Volker. But either way, the Hawks come away with it. Zwart back to Ewing. And that three-pointer hits the front of the rim and bounces in. 17-11 now. ORR with the lead. Manzano, the foreign exchange student from Spain, putting some tight pressure on Matson, but Matson makes a nice pass to Hoyer, and ORR gets 2 more points. Manzano looks to drive inside. We're going to get a blocking foul there called on Matson. That's a tough call because the foul happened on Will Matson, who was not the primary defender of the dribbler. Hoyer led Matson, and Will got one there. That was probably should have been a charge on Manzano, but either way, Antonio is going to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. They're actually called it on the ground, so it's actually bonus there. Orion's got it, right wing. Inside to Hoyer, nice move by Caden. Up, no good, but he was able to draw a foul. So Caden Hoyer are gonna go to the line to shoot a couple free throws. That foul's called on Zwart, his first. He's got 2, sorry. (19-11), 20 seconds left first quarter. Oldham Ramona Rutland leading Colman-Egan. Hoyer makes 1 of 2. He's got 3 points in this game, and now goes Manzano behind the back. Nice move into Zwart, no good. Matson's got it, 10 seconds and counting. Will pulls up for the 18-footer, no good. Lindholm the board, up and in. Kenneth Lindholm gets his 2nd basket of the night. That foul is going to be called on Ben Zwart. That's his 3rd. And Lindholm gets a chance to go to the line and knock down a free throw for a 3-point play. No good. Kenneth close to the rebound. Ewing up ahead to Zwart. Zwart drives coast to coast. No good. Crowd wanted a foul. Again, I got about a 10 to 15 second delay on the live stream so I can watch the replay. We'll see what we got here. I think it was a pretty clean play by Matson, a good no call there. Such a hard thing to do to officiate these games. The players move so fast, but what? Once again, we'd like to thank Dakota Brothers Popcorn for their support of ORR Athletics. We're very fortunate at ORR to have supporters like Dakota Brothers Popcorn to support our student athletes on and off the court. Adam Christie, Aaron, and Danny Layton own Dakota Brothers Popcorn. They're proudly donating their popcorn to be served in the Rutland and Oldham Ramona concession stands. Be sure to grab a bag of Dakota Brothers Popcorn and look for them at your local grocery stores. Go Raiders. Got a couple freshmen in the game here for Colman-Egan. Number 30, Jack Mosel, making his first appearance. And number 32, Jack Zwart, is also in. He played a lot in the first quarter, but nonetheless, nice pass by Albertson into Trigstad. ORR extending that lead 24-11 now. And Manzano goes behind his back, a nice move. Gonna get Olsen there, reaching in. Sometimes players get a little handsy, and a good job by the officials to get that called and try to break it up right now. Will probably got away with one there, but Manzano's gonna shoot bonus here. He banks in the free throw, and now he's gonna get one more, and his teammate Ewing coming up and telling him he's got one more free throw. Olsen has it, finds Matson. Matson puts up a deep one. No good. Trigstead with the board. Ball swatted away and stolen by Zwart. Zwart pushes up. Ewing has it. Ewing crosses the center line. Ewing goes coast to coast. And Albertson is called for a foul there. No reaction from Orion, so I think he knows he got him on the arm. We're going to see Sawyer Ewing going to the line. Lacey, you need to make sure that you turn it all the way so it hits the corner of the gym. Okay, you're missing. Okay. So Ewing misses both free throws. Kenny Lindholm with the board in the corner up to Trigstead and Matson. Pushes the ball. Nice pass to Albertson. 2 points. That was a great pass by Will Matson. He looked off the defender by faking a pass to Caden Garrels. Instead, he found Albertson. Trigstead for 2. And another timeout is going to be called by Colman-Egan. Some stats so far. Trigstead with 7, Matson with 12. That's the leaders for the ORR Raiders. Leading the way for Colman-Egan is Antonio Manzano with 5 points and Sawyer Ewing with 3. Coach Nick Thoreau, and I hope I'm saying that name right, he did tell me that Manzano is a foreign exchange student from Spain this year. He also said that he knows the Raiders put a lot of pressure on the ball and hit a ton of shots. He wants his team to limit his turnovers and consistently hit his open shots and would like to win the rebound battle. Logan Volker gets his name in the scoring book with a basket there, 28-14. Isaac Trigstead hit a three-pointer. Hit a two-pointer. 9 points for Isaac. Jack Mosel knocks in a bucket for Colman-Egan. Kenneth Lindholm down the court. Goes up. And Kenneth has a chance for his second three-point play of the night, making that basket. (32-16) ORR, 16-point lead here. Lindholm's free throw is in. And Kenny's got 7. Got a nice game going here coming in off the bench for the Raiders. Zwart is going to get called for traveling there. Manzano goes to the scorer's table to check in the game. He's going to go in for Jace Mosel. Jace will exit. And that pass, luckily, Albertson had his head on a swivel and saw that air pass to Matson. I think we're gonna get a foul there on Jack Zwart, number 32 for Colman-Egan. Albertson's shot is no good. What? I got one, but thank you. Yep. Albertson makes the second. He's got 3 points on the night. Manzano, nice pass up ahead to Ewing, and Ewing's got a bucket. Back and forth we go. Trigstead, offensive foul. And again, 90% of the time with offensive fouls, ladies and gentlemen, one side does not agree and one side agrees, obviously. But I thought that was actually a good call. It's not necessarily a charge, it's a player control foul. There, Mosel got away with a reach. But the game is moving very fast right now. And Albertson gets a great pass from Matson, and Orion found the basket. And Ewing now has it. Devaney pressuring him. They throw it up. Mausel doesn't even go for it. Ball goes out of bounds back to the Raiders. Will Matson now has it. Oh, dribbled it off his knee, swung it to Garrels. Garrels thought about the three, takes a dribble, swings it back to Matson. Good defense being played inside by Gullickson, not allowing Trigstead to get the post touch. Albertson misses the jumper. Mosel with the rebound. Manzano now has it. He goes behind the back. Trigstead has it. He goes up for the dunk. No good. Albertson the rebound. And after Albertson gets the rebound, he makes the basket and gets fouled. That's the third foul called on Austin Gullickson. Great job there by Orion Albertson trailing that play and getting the rebound. Trigstead with the steal. Hits it to Olsen. Olsen shot off Albertson's shoulder, way over the rim. Shot clock did not reset. Trigstead shot finds Manzano under the basket. Trigstead with another steal, and then a turnover. And Volker has it, going up for a layup, no good. Devaney with a foul, that's his third. A wild slew of events there. But Oldham Ramona Rutland leads 38-18. Logan Volker will go to the line. Kenny Lindholm coming back into the game. Kenneth directing Shane to go under the basket because he has the he's got the upside of the pressure. Kenneth goes back towards the back end of the floor. Matson gets up there and gets a rebound. Gullickson got to be careful. He's got three. That foul is going to be called on Zwart again. I think Will might have got a little lucky there on that one. He left his feet. Anytime you leave your feet to make a pass, if you collide with another opponent, it's oftentimes offensive. That was not the call. The call was a block on Jack Zwart, and Will Olsen calmly goes to the line and knocks down the first of two free throws. Second one's off the mark. A nice job by Devaney trying to get in there and get the rebound. Three-pointer is up. No good. Ball is tipped out, and Lindholm has it. Up ahead to Olsen. Olsen's layup goes in, and ORR now leads 41-18. "30-second timeout called by Coach Thoreau. Oh, that's right. Okay. They only have two. I don't know. Coach Thoreau told me he's been coaching for 6 years in the Minnesota Heat AAU program in Minnesota, but this is his first varsity season. He said being able to control the glass is going to be important and limiting his turnovers, as I mentioned before. He said it's been a challenge for the guys, but the competitiveness and the ability to play hard is there. They've done a good job getting open looks on offense, and they're working on making more consistent shots. He also said that, once again, he'd like to see his team rebound a little better. Will Olson has it, swings it to Trigstead, into Matson. Like to see Will get a little bit of a post game going. That jumper is off the mark. Ball squirting around. Devaney ends up with it, and Shane scores 2 points there. And Shane just picked up his 4th foul, too. So Shane, good aggressive player, but he's got to realize he's got 3. And now with 4, Coach Yeager's going to have to get him out. That shot's off the mark for Colman-Egan. That's Ewing. He's made a few trips to the free throw line for the Colman-Egan boys tonight. Second free throw goes in. Ewing's got 6. 43-19. Oldham Mona Rutland with the lead. Will Olson has it. Swings it to Matson. Matson drives in, shoots the mid-range jumper. And Will's got 14 points. Hard screen set by number 20. That's Bomberger. He got a couple early fouls, too. Gullickson puts up a jumper off the back of the rim. Matson gets the board, pushes up to Trigstead. Trigstead getting called for a blocking foul there on Austin Gullickson. That's going to be Gullickson's 4th, I believe. Coach Jerry Carr assisting Colman-Egan. Talked to him during the middle school game too, and he just informed Coach Thoreau that Gullickson has 4 fouls. Type of a game now where the score is getting a little lopsided, that Austin maybe doesn't play a lot in the second half anyways. Get some of the younger guys in there. Not sure, but either way, he was in the game. So being in the game means that Coach Thoreau wanted him out there with 3. You just don't see that a lot. That ball goes out of bounds on Colman-Egan, back to the Raiders. And ORR with a 46-19 lead here. Matson drives inside, finds Garrels. Garrels shot no good. Trigstead shot tipped, no good. Jack Zwart with the rebound. Manzano drives inside, and he scores. Antonio's got 7 for the Hawks. 26-21. Trigstead puts up a 3. That's off the front of the rim. Olson, offensive rebound off the back of the rim. Back to Garrels. Garrels thought about it. Goes to Matson. That shot's off the bang board, and it goes out of bounds off of Kenneth Lindholm. Bomberger drives in, Euro step around Matson, but nothing to go. Good defense there by Will Matson. Verticality at its finest there. Jumps straight in the air. Matson drives inside. He scores the basket there, and we get a foul called, and that foul is going to go on Bomberger. That's Bomberger's 3rd. And Matson's got 16 points. Now, there is no arc under the basket. I talked with these officials before the game, and they discussed the restricted area in Minnesota games, reffing over there. There is no restricted area here in South Dakota, so Levi Bomberger was in good position there to take that charge, but the call went against the Hawks and for the Raiders. Manzano dribbles across the half-court line. Good defense again by Matson. Olsen contests the shot by Mosel. Mosel misses the shot. Matson has it. He's going to drive inside, put the shot up. No good, no foul. Ball is tipped out of bounds off of Colman-Egan. Old Hammer Motor Rutland will retain possession. Garrell's a nice rebound. He finds Olsen. Swings it to Trigstad. Back to Garrels. Garrels to Olsen. Olsen has it, swings it to Matson. Matson puts up the three. No good. Lindholm gonna get called in the foul. Kenneth knew it too. A good sign of awareness there by Kenneth. He knew he pushed as he went for the rebound, slapped his hands together, but no argument from Kenneth with the official. So good to see there by Kenneth to accept that foul call. It's going to be Mosel, I believe, at the line. Official standing right in the direction of the way. That's Jace. Jace unable to make the first one. Mosel's second shot is up, and it is good. And Will Matson now crosses the center line, gets a pass from Trigstad inside, no good. Trigstad rebound, no good. Up ahead to Mosel. Mosel sees a cutting Ewing back to, or Volker back to Mosel, over to Ewing. Shot is no good. ORR looking to push. Manzano stops the ball, and Matson has it. Matson pulls up from 18 foot, splashes it in, and Will's got 18 points. Jack Zwart crosses the center line, crosses over, skips it over. Mosel has it in the corner, back to Volker, into Zwart, back out to Mosel. Open three, no good. But the rebound is secured by Matson, who pushes up to Kenneth Lindholm. Lindholm tries to shoot a floater there. I think the assistant coach, Chase Holstein, talking to Kenneth on the floor, saying, attack the basket on that one. Don't settle for that floater. Ball is bounced off of Kenneth's hands. And so Trigstad has it. We're going to get a foul there on Zwart. The foul is called on the floor. That's going to be Jack's third. Again, 3 timeouts called by Colman-Egan here in the first half. 0 called by Coach Yeager and the Raiders. Trigstad knocks down the first free throw. Isaac's got himself a nice game too. 11 points. Not a lot of shot attempts for Isaac. So that's what's really cool to see. When you can score that 10 to 12, 14 points on limited shot attempts, it shows offensive efficiency, and that'll help the Raiders coming down the stretch this season. Volker makes the layup for Colman-Egan, and it is 54 to 24. Matson from half court, no good. And at the end of the first half, ORR leads 52 to 24. Old Hammer Motor Rutland outscored the Hawks in that quarter 30 to 13 after a 22 to 11 lead at the end of one. Colman-Egan's leading scorer is Antonio Manzano with 7 points and Sawyer Ewing with 6. For Old Hammer Motor Rutland, Will Matson has 18, Isaac Trigstad has 12, Albertson and Lindholm each have 7. Thank you. Colman-Egan's got 3 players in some pretty serious foul trouble too here. 4 on Gullickson, 3 on Zwart, and 3 on Bomberger. ORR 4 on Devaney. Please join the boys basketball team on the court to shoot a 3-pointer for $1. usually really, really good. In talking to Coach Yeager this week, he said that as his team enters January's slate of games, he hopes to see them stay healthy. And he'd like to see some energy and focus starting with the new year. He said he really didn't know much about what Colman-Egan had this year, but he knows they lost a few players to graduation. I know last year the lone senior on the team was Volker, right? Ryan Volker, Kyle. So Kyle Brookhammer sitting next to me here calling this game. Ryan Volker, the lone senior on the team. So Colman-Egan brings back a team that had a lot of the players that got experience last year, similar to ORR, but they do have a nice group players coming up, and so he'll be aware to see if they bring them out in the varsity game. And we saw Mosel and we saw Zwart, they're freshmen. Coach Yeager also said that 3 things to his team having success tonight is energy, execution, and focus. I can agree with that. I think it's really important for ORR to continue to play high-tempo basketball because they don't have a lot of size. That's the one thing this team is probably lacking is a big guy to clog up the middle. So they're going to combat that by playing with a lot of speed and trying to get out and run on teams and apply pressure when necessary. Anything to add, Kyle? We got about 5 minutes left here in the halftime. Not sure if you can hear the band or not. We did actually remove our audio music from the live stream. And the reason for that is because using YouTube Live as a streaming service, they actually have been blocking our music because of copyright issues to upload to our YouTube page. So if you're wondering maybe why you can't hear much going on in the gym, that is the reason. So we apologize for that. For those of you maybe wanting to find something to listen to in your spare time, I have a podcast called SD Sports All Angles. It's been something I've been working on for the last couple months, and I just started releasing episodes here in December. Feel free to go on your Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, anywhere you can get a podcast. I think you can probably find it. It's also found on Buzzsprout. But the podcast is called SD Sports All Angles. And I talk about high school and college sports here in South Dakota. Just today, I released an episode of an interview with a man by the name of Lee Palmer. Some of you may know him. Lee is a Del Rapids, a guy lives in Del Rapids, and he works for Big Sioux Media and also Sacred Hoops Basketball. And that's what we talked about. No. So it was a good conversation with Lee. I got to know Lee very well when I was the head coach here at ORR because we played St. Mary. I think we counted it up. We played St. Mary. He did 11 of my games when I was coaching the Raiders. And he jokingly said that it took his son getting involved in varsity basketball for St. Mary to finally beat us. But we'll get a chance to see if St. Mary can beat ORR again this year when they take the court against the Raiders next Friday here in Rutland. Other games for the Raider fans out there, the boys will play with the girls, a doubleheader against James Valley Christian on Tuesday. That game is in Oldham. That will be live streamed on the Oldham Ramona YouTube page. And then, like I said, the boys will play Friday here in Rutland. The ORR girls will play the doubleheader on Tuesday, and then they will play on Thursday in Ramona. And remember, if games are in Ramona or Oldham, the live stream is the Oldham Ramona YouTube page. The games in Rutland are the Rutland YouTube page. I would like to say now, and I'll say it again next week on Facebook, the Oldham Ramona Rutland versus St. Mary boys game next Friday, which is January 14th, will be broadcast only on Big Sioux Media YouTube. So instead of going to the Rutland School District on YouTube, you need to go to Big Sioux Media. Lee Palmer and I will be teaming up to do that game. For those of you that know how the Rutland gym is set up, we aren't able to set up 2 live streams and get going all together. It's just easier to do one, and so we're going to pair it up with Big Sioux Media. That's where you can find the Raiders game next Friday. I'm sure there's some Colman-Egan Hawk fans out there listening. You can see your Hawks back again in action on Monday at Coleman as they take on Bridgewater Emory. And then again on Friday at Garrettson. If you want to watch and that's actually the Colman-Egan girls, sorry. The Colman-Egan boys, ironically, play the same teams. They're both doubleheaders next week. So Bridgewater Emory and Coleman on Monday, and Garrettson on Friday at Garrettson. I'm getting this information from SD Scores app. If you don't have the SD Scores app, please download it. The app is developed by my wife's cousin and uncle from D. Smith, and it's a really neat tool to use, so feel free to give it a download. Oldham Ramona Rutland has possession to start the second half. And Will Olson has it on the top of the key. Olson over to Trigstead. Trigstead back to Jatan. Jatan started the game for the Raiders. He only played a couple minutes and then he left. Not sure what happened there with Caleb. No foul trouble for him. But he's back in the game nonetheless. So good to see Caleb back out on the floor. Caleb did have one personal in the first half. Again, we'll get the scoreboard working. The young man who's running the board tonight plays in the pep band as well. Travel called on Ben Zwart. Ben Zwart picked up 3 fouls. Didn't play much in the first half. Got 3 quick ones. Olson has it. He finds Matson. Remember, Matson playing with those 18 points here. Throws it back to Devaney. Devaney, high post, Matson. Trigstead, long 2-pointer. Nothing there. Manzano has it. Too late to pass. You could see that he wanted to, but just held it a bit too long. Ben Zwart's shot is up, no good. Manzano brings down the board. Mosel has it. Swings it to Ewing. Ewing goes up. And that shot's no good. Devaney with the board. Shane Devaney started tonight for Orion Albertson, with Orion being sick all week as Will Olson knocks down 2. Devaney has 4 fouls for the Raiders. Manzano, I think, just picked up just his first foul. So Antonio now going to help Colman-Egan set up a little bit of a full court pressure situation here. Matson to Olson, back to Matson. Devaney has it on the wing, finds Matson. Will thought about the deep 3. Manzano made him think otherwise. Olson finds Jatan. Jatan hands off to Devaney. Devaney travel. Nope. Gonna moving screen there called on Jatan. For a second there, I thought they were gonna call Shane for a travel, but it was an offensive foul whistled on Caleb Jatan. Ewing traveled. So Sawyer Ewing, Jr. out there getting some time for this Hawk team. Took one too many there. Olson has it on the wing. Will dribbles right-handed, throws to Devaney. Devaney down to Lindholm. Lindholm to Trigstead. Trigstead into Matson. Matson got the ball nice and close inside of the basket. He turned and spun away from the hoop and missed the shot. Manzano now up ahead to Volker, and Volker dribbled it off his knee out of bounds. Jatan catches that ball, tippy toes the line, passes it inside. That ball is stolen away by Zwart. Ewing now has it, throws it up to Manzano. Manzano, a nice move inside, no good, but a good up and under move there by Antonio. Will Olson skips it over to Devaney, back to Olson, over to Matson. Matson puts up a 3, no good. Devaney the board, kicks it out to Olson. That's what Shane's in there for, defense and rebounding. Jatan has it. Devaney has it. High pass. Matson gets up and gets it. No good. Manzano the rebound, and Jatan is going to get whistled there for his 3rd foul. So Caleb's going to leave here, and Hoyer comes in, as well as Albertson. Albertson and Hoyer check into the game for Jatan and Devaney. Manzano drives up the far sideline. Trigstead behind the back. Manzano to Hoyer, and Hoyer bounced it, almost caught it, but dropped it out of bounds. And Colman-Egan's going to have it. 30-point game here, so we got a running clock. For those of you that aren't aware of the running clock rule, 30 points, the clock runs and does not stop unless the score gets back to 20. If it gets back to a 20-point game, there's a foul by Manzano. Good sportsmanship there, too. Raised his hand, said he tripped Will inadvertently, and went and tried to help Will up off the floor. I like to see that. Coach Yeager's going to call a 30-second timeout here, and Oldham Ramona Rutland has that 54-24 lead. So, again, like I was saying about the running clock, they will stop it if there's a foul, but they wait until the foul is reported to the scores table. So you might be wondering how this 3rd quarter went so fast. Well, the clock has been running now for a while. I got a chance to watch this Colman-Egan team play the Estland Hendricks Redhawks at the Entringer Classic. It's a hardworking group, and they've got some good talent in that younger class. The 2 Mosel twins and Jack Swart are nice players for the Hawks. This will be a team to keep your eye on the next few years as they progress through high school. Trigstead has it, finds Olson. Over to Matson. Matson close to the line, but not out. Skips it over to Olson. Olson back to Albertson. Albertson into Trigstead, cutting. Hoyer puts up the jumper. No good. Matson goes over the top, finds Hoyer. Hoyer back out to Olson, puts up the 3, and Will knocks it down. Will Olson's got 8 points for the Raiders, and we got a 57-24 game. Manzano goes up and in. Antonio's got 9. He's put together a nice game, and I think they're going to get Matson there. Nope, it's not. It's going to be called on Caden Hoyer. That's his second. Will doing a good job here, playing with 0 fouls in the third quarter. Manzano, no good. Matson gets up and gets the board. Volker pressuring him full court. Hoyer has it, up and in. Nice pass by Albertson, deflected off the hand of a Coleman player, right into the hands of Caden Hoyer. Manzano drives, finds Zwart. Zwart's shot is up, no good. Possession kept alive by Manzano, but the ball back to ORR. Matson from 18 foot is in. So Will's got 20 here now in the third. A minute 52 left. Albertson can't get the steal. Ewing drives inside. Up. No good. Oh, Sawyer Ewing shot. Sat on the rim and fell off. Trigstad, nifty move. No good, but he got fouled. So Antonio Manzano has picked up 3 quick ones here. I don't think he had any fouls at the end of the first half, did he, Kyle? No fouls at the end of the first half, so he's got 3 quick fouls here to start the third quarter. 1:25 left in the third. 62-26. ORR over Colman-Egan. Ben Zwart shot off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds. Albertson has it on the wing. Swings the ball over. Garrels pass into Albertson. Albertson moves around. Can't get it to go. Trigstad the rebound. Out to Olson. Olson spots up for 3, and he hits it. Will Olson's second three-pointer of the evening. Will's got 11, and ORR has a 66-26 lead. 65-26, I'm sorry. Free throw's no good for Manzano. Antonio's got 9 points, trying to get in double figures here for the Hawks. Dylan. Put that up there. Just set it on that black box. So Manzano made the free throw. He's got 10, and now he goes up and draws another foul here. This should probably get us to the end of the third quarter. Very close, I would say. Foul is called. The clock now stops. 8.9 left in the third. 65-27. Oldhammer Mona Rutland in the lead. Manzano's free throw is good. It's always fun to see the foreign exchange students come to the States and play sports and excel at it. I've seen it over my time coaching. I remember Dubrook, Esteline, both of those schools seem to come to mind as having foreign exchange students that played significant minutes on their team when I coached basketball. Garrels gets 2 points there. Good to see Caden get on the scoring column there with a nice layup. We had a foreign exchange student from Mexico a couple years ago, probably 4 years ago now, actually, Luis Esquivel. Heck of a good kid, and it was a lot of fun to get to talk to him about different cultural things that happened in Mexico and the way they played football there. He played wide receiver and what did he play? Linebacker, defensive back for us. Um, we gave him the ball in the backfield, and he ran the ball a little bit too. But he was a good player, a lot of fun to coach, and really good experience. So good for Colman-Egan to have a guy like Antonio Manzano, 12 points leading scorer for them. 5'9" junior guard, come from Spain to the States here and play basketball for them. Good experience for their other kids too, or their other players to get to play with a kid from Spain. Just another reason that high school sports are so great. Matson has it, swings it to Olson. Devaney has it into Jatan. Jatan to Devaney. Devaney drives, finds Will. Will carried the ball. I think he maybe thought he got his hand on top of it, but it looked like a good call there by the official. Would you have called it, Kyle? Oh, yeah. Mosel puts up the three. No good. Matson gets up and gets another board, and a foul is going to be called on Logan Volker. Kyle, by the way, I forgot to tell you, I really like that sweatshirt. I might end up taking that by the end of the night. He's got a nice Denver Broncos brand new sweatshirt. Must have got it for Christmas. Speaking of the Broncos, you can catch them tomorrow, right? I think they play the Chiefs tomorrow at 3:30. No, 3:30. Riley Schneider in the game. Goes up, no good. Braden Hansen, nice rebound. But the ball goes out of bounds off of a Colman-Egan Hawk player. Garrels, a deep one, no good. Hansen with the board. Into Hoyer, no good. This is Mosel with the ball. We've got a lot of familiar faces from that JV game that happened a little bit earlier here in Rutland. That ball is blocked by Sawyer Ewing. Jacob Jatan, a good defensive effort getting back. Now Jacob applying pressure in the corner. Ewing inside. Layup goes in. Garrels now has it. Gets it to Jatan. Jatan skip pass to Hansen. Hansen swings it back to Garrels. Finds Hoyer on the high post. Gets it to Jatan. Jatan to Garrels. Garrels swings it over to Hansen. Hansen is blocked by Mosel. And then the ball is blocked out of bounds by Caden Garrels. And then the ball hit his shoe. So the possession will remain with the Hawks. Mosel puts up the deep three. No good. Zwart, no rebound. Schneider gets it. And Schneider takes the ball and throws it to Garrels, and ORR walks it up. Turnover there by the Raiders. Back to the Hawks. Manzano for three. He got it. Antonio's got 15. And he is the Hawks' leading scorer. He's the second highest leading scorer in the game. Garrels has it. Being pressured by Volker. Garrels to Schneider. Back out to Caden. Puts up the three. He got it. Good shot by Caden. He's got 5. 70-36 ORR, a 24-point lead or 34-point lead. Be quiet, Kyle. Heckling my math over here. So Manzano, another bucket. He's got 17 points on the night. Austin Gullickson set to check in. Remember, he had 4 fouls in the second quarter, so never played the whole third. I don't think Austin went in the whole third, did he? So Gully's going to come in the game here. He is I think he's the lone senior on the roster. Oh, no, number 11, Xander Mallory. So there is 2 seniors on the roster, but I don't see number 11 on the bench. So Gullickson's going to come back in and play this last 3 minutes and change. Like I said, a 32-point lead for the Raiders, pretty comfortable. Coach Yeager getting some younger guys some experience in the varsity game. Caden Garrels being guarded by Manzano, gets it to Jatan. Jatan back to Garrels. Garrels again getting pressured by Antonio Manzano. That ball goes out of bounds. Back to Colman-Egan. Hoyer, nice play there, but unable to grab it, and Oldham Ramona Rutland will yield the possession to Coleman. There is definitely a possibility that these teams could match up again this season. Oldham Ramona Rutland currently sits in first place of Region 4, and Colman-Egan sits in 9th place of Region 4. So I almost wonder if Colman-Egan would possibly win their first region game in that 8-9 game. They could play either here in Rutland or over in Ramona again. But the teams will not match up in the Dakota Valley Conference Tournament because there is not one anymore. There's a border battle or a DVC clash that's going to take place. They have released the girls' matchups. I believe Colman-Egan plays Pipestone, and ORR plays Benson, Minnesota. 4 fouls on Manzano now, and Lindholm enters the game for Jacob Jatan. Garrels has it over to Lindholm. Lindholm down to Hansen. A little over a minute left here from Rutland. Garrels gets it to Hoyer. Hoyer goes up. Good no call there. And Lindholm now has it, skips it to Hansen. Hansen to Garrels. The travel call there. Caden fell down, lost his dribble. Once again, I said it a couple of times, thanks to Dakota Brothers Popcorn for sponsoring not just the game ball, but all the popcorn in the Oldham, Ramona, and Rutland concession stands for the year. We're really lucky to have a sponsor like that here at ORR to support these student athletes. So please feel free to check them out in your local grocery stores. What do you think, Kyle? 34 stop, can you get Dakota Brothers Popcorn there? No? Dollar General? Crossroads has it. So you people over in Coleman listening, head over to the Crossroads and get your Dakota Brothers Popcorn. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Final score 70-40. Oldham Ramona Rutland moves to 6-0 on the season. We'll be back tomorrow with the girls game against Wabash Summit. JV starts at 4 p.m. and varsity will take place shortly after. Take care.